The over-under bet, also known as the totals bet, is a profitable way to bet on sports without worrying about the result. It's really easy to understand, and this makes it popular with both professionals and casual bettors. This video will explain all you need to know about totals betting. Stay tuned. Let's start with describing what a totals bet is. A totals bet is a wager on the total number of points, goals, or runs scored in a game. Now, the bet is not related to the actual result of the game, so it doesn't matter who wins or loses, and this makes it different from betting on the money line and the point spread. It doesn't matter if one team scores all the points, all the goals, or all the runs. All that matters is the total number of points or goals or runs scored. Let's run through an example to show how it all works. Imagine that the Colts were to play the Jaguars in an NFL game. Sportsbooks first predict the outcome of the game and the final score. Let's assume they think the match will end something like this. So the sportsbooks will then use this prediction to create the totals. Since they think the total score will end 27-20, they are predicting 47 total points scored. You then get the opportunity to bet over or under 47 points scored in this game. If you bet on the over, you're betting that both teams will combine to score 48 points or more. If you bet on the under, you're betting that both teams will combine to score 46 points and fewer. But what happens if both teams combine to score exactly 47 points? Well, in this scenario, both bets end as a tie and your original bet is returned. But you don't win any money, hence sportsbooks prefer to use half-point totals to avoid this situation. So, instead of 47, we might get a totals line set at 46.5 points. This ensures the bet cannot tie as you can't score half a point. So, with all this in mind, we end up with a totals bet that looks like this. As you can see, the bet itself doesn't contain the two competing teams, just the number of points. In this example, the sportsbook thinks that there will be between 46 and 47 points scored. If you bet on the over and the Colts beat the Jaguars 47 points to 0, then the bet still wins. Remember, it doesn't matter who scores all the points, and it also doesn't matter who wins. All that matters to you is the total number of points scored in that game. Sportsbooks move the betting line to get the perfect amount of action on either side. This enables them to always make money no matter who goes on to win, and take a small percentage of the bets for themselves in the meantime. For example, if a sportsbook receives 100 grand on both the over and the under, then they don't care who actually wins the match. If the over wins, they'll just pay out from the bets they took from people betting on the under, and still profit from the small percentage fee for taking the bets in the first place. Of course, in an ideal world, the sportsbooks get perfect action on either side of the line. But this doesn't always happen in reality, so the sportsbooks need a way to attract or repel action. Now they do this by shifting the totals number. So let's go back to our previous example. Let's say that lots of money goes on the over. Sportsbooks would then want to encourage action on the under by adjusting the totals line. So instead of 46.5, they may move the line up to, say, 47.5 or even 48. Both teams now have to combine to score even more points for the over to win. It also means that the under is more likely to win compared to the previous line, and the line may move even further if money keeps going on the over. Now let's have a look at how totals bets pay out. You should note that the payouts vary depending on if they are high scoring or low scoring sports. High scoring sports refer to basketball and football, particularly in the NBA and the NFL, where scores can reach high into the double and triple figures respectively. When you place a totals bet on one of these sports, the payouts will usually be at the same rate, no matter if you bet on the over or the under. And the game we looked at earlier was a good example. As you can see, both matches pay out at minus 110, so this means you must wager 110 units to win 100 units. Now while it's possible for these payouts to shift, they'll likely stay at minus 110. On the other hand, low scoring sports refer to sports like baseball, ice hockey and soccer. Most matches in these respective sports only score single-figure runs, points and goals respectively, so as such, sportsbooks find it difficult to move totals lines in low-scoring sports without making massive changes. So, to prevent this from happening, the over-under lines are fixed for every game in low-scoring sports. This means that the odds aren't always set to minus 110 and the payouts will then vary. So here's an example of some totals odds for an NHL match. In this example, you'll be paid out at a rate of plus 100 for a correct overs bet, and at a rate of minus 120 for a correct unders bet. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. You can also find more information about totals betting and sports betting in general over at our website at ghostbettingtips.com. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching.